Real quick, I'm going to ask you a quick question, man. Let's get back to some football. We talked about some social stuff. Matt Rhule comes out talking about he ain't doing a spring game, and y'all going to be stealing my players after you see me develop them, get them in the weight room, get them in here early, showcase my talent. Then y'all boys come in and poach my players from Big Red. You cool with it or not?
Yeah, I mean, I think people trying to hide their players.
Do you think it's selfish of the coach to how do I say it? So the fans don't get a chance to go out there and see what their future team is going to look like, potentially look like?
I'm thinking it doesn't matter as much.
Deprive. You want to deprive the fans of spring football, something that's traditional for decades and decades and decades?
Yeah, things change.
Here's what I'll say about that. The rich get richer. You're not going to see these quote unquote blue blood programs do that because they're not in fear of people taking their players. Right? And when people say, oh, next man up mentality, that's because you got a next man. Right. But programs that, for example, University of Miami, our team, come on, bro. You're gonna deprive the fan base because you got limited seating because you want to do the spring game on the girls' soccer field.
Things change, bro. Nothing stays the same. They're scared.
But the question is, why do you think it's changing?
Yeah, one, they don't want people looking at their players. Ole Miss purposely didn't take Austin Simmons to certain road games because Austin Simmons does this warm up, like this whole warm up routine, and Ole Miss was like, no, Alabama, stay home, you ain't going nowhere. They didn't want him to see him.
But what about Ole Miss who did the flag football last year? Like they did a spring game, but it was flag football. I thought it was corny to me personally. And that's me because I'm an old school football guy. Here's how you fix that. I do believe they should have spring football. I think it's something that the players look forward to. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of trash talking, right? You want to be able to compete against some guys at some point because if you think about going from January until August without having a competitive scenario like a spring game somewhere in there, it's kind of a long haul to look forward to. It's almost like football for us in the South, right? In Florida, we do spring football. There are a lot of states don't do high school spring football. Right? There are a lot of states that don't do it at all. Those kids don't get back in the pads until the summer. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's a disservice to the fan base not to do it. How you fix this is very simple. Close the transfer portal after right before the spring end, right after January. Is one transfer portal. Why do you have to have 4 transfer portal openings? Again, Coach Hayes is not trying to stop the players from transferring. But, bro, how do you transfer in January, then in April, then in August? How? That's how you stop it. That's how you stop it right there.
I don't think they're trying to stop it. I think they're trying to create it.
Create what?
All the bad stuff you see. I think they're trying to create mayhem. So somebody could just be like, hey, we need the NCAA. Bring them back. They know what they're doing. They know them dates don't work.
Well, like I say, I get it. I guess those are geniuses too. They understand how to disrupt. Hey, they're disruptors. They're geniuses.
I don't know. I don't know if they're geniuses or we just dumb because they ran something for years that didn't make. I don't think what they're doing is genius. I had to explain to you why they was doing it. You know what I'm saying? I think they're purposely letting things become mayhem.
I'm saying my question is that genius to show their value?
No, I don't know because
hold up, put your dukes up, Street. We're finna get into it.
I wanted to stay this way.
Hold up. Okay, regardless of whether you stay this way,
yeah,
are the people running the NCAA genius because they are saying we're going to allow chaos to show you that you need a governing body, and you're gonna have to come back and beg? That's not a genius move. That's not a genius move to them.
I don't think that's a genius move. I think no. I don't think that's a genius. I think what was genius is them creating what they created these last few years and saying fuck people rights. You know what I'm saying? And running something that literally was off kilter for so long that they had to give back billions of dollars last week in a lawsuit. Now, whether we're dumb or they are genius, you know what I'm saying, for creating video games and things in people's names and judges looking at them like, who do y'all think y'all are? That judge said that to them 15 years ago about that video game. You know what I'm saying? And they still just ran it for another 15 years.
And how much did they make in 15 years versus how much they paid back? Think about it. So how much did you make in 15 years versus how much you paid back?
Trillion probably. They probably made $1 trillion.
And so, and how much did they have to pay back?
They just gave back, I think it was 2.7 billion or 8 point something like that. Either 8 or 2.8 or 8.2, something like that.
Okay, so let's just say
listen, it's over with. You had to sign up last week. Did you hear about it?
No, that's my point.
No, they just snuck it out there. I'm telling players a day before it's over with, like, hey, wait a minute, y'all better go sign up for this lawsuit. And they was giving kids $50,000, $500,000.
Bro, that's like Philip Morris. You know who Philip Morris is?
Yeah.
Huh? You know what that is? You know who makes the anti-smoking ads? Philip Morris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Philip Morris makes cigarettes, but they go out so they don't get sued and say, hey, man, y'all shouldn't smoke. Bro.
I don't think everything is genius.
What I'm saying is that's genius to say, guess what, bro? I'm being serious. That doesn't make, in its totality, but that's a genius move to say, you know what? We got something going to kill people, but we're going to spend a section of our budget to make anti-smoking ads.
That's
diabolical, dog.
It is, dog. It is.